Walk the hands over to the right side, coming to a side stretch in your child's pose. Maybe stacking one hand over the other, if it reaches. And then walking your hands over to the opposite side, creating an opening. All right, let's bring it to center. Plant the hands, separate the fingertips. And coming to hands and knees. As you exhale, tuck the chin, come to cow, or to come to cat. And as you inhale, lift the chin, come to cow. Continue with the rhythm of your own breath. And pausing for that extra pause between the inhale and the exhale. Just one more round. Good. Coming to center, let's extend the right toes back. So pressing through the heel, let your leg float. And then extending through the left fingertips. Bring some attention to your core. Let's get some movement here. So as you inhale, lengthen both. As you exhale, bring the knee to the elbow and crunch. Again, extend, bring it in. 2 more times. In, and last round, out. And bring it in as you crunch. Good. Hands and knees, other side. Left leg back. Make sure your heel is aligned with your hip and your toes are flexed so they're pointing down toward the ground. Extend through the right hand. Take an inhale as you extend. Exhale, crunch, bring it in. Do 3 more at your own pace. Last one. Good. Back to hands and knees. From here, curl the toes under. Let's lift the sit bones high and come to downward dog. Letting the head and the heart melt toward the ground. Maybe swaying the hips a little bit left to right. Start to notice how your exhalations start to open the body a little bit more, melting toward the ground with the head and with the heart. And take one more deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Good. Look forward, bend the knees. Walk to the front of your mat. As you come to your halfway lift, press into the legs, flat back. Looking down at the toes, pause there for a second, and really straighten the backs of your legs. Send your sit bones back. Send the crown of your head forward into your flat back, and always come back to this every time you're here. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up to mountain pose. Reach the fingertips back and the pelvis slightly forward. Hands to heart center. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale as you dive forward. Halfway lift, come back to that alignment that we just set up, right? Shoulders pressing back, head pressing forward, and the backs of your legs straight. Fold forward, Uttanasana. One more time, rise up into mountain pose. Fingers reach back, pelvis forward, slight back bend, and bring the hands to heart center. Good, bring the feet right below your hips, and come to chair pose. Lifting the 10 toes off the mat, just to see if you can balance there with your weight in your heels. And then lower the toes back down. Maybe lift the heels, see if you can balance on the balls of your feet. And lower the heels. Sit a little deeper. Exhale, sit. Inhale, lift. Bend the elbows, reach the heart up. Exhale, dive forward. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, press into the legs. Find that alignment again. Shoulders pressing back, chin tucked, legs straight. Fold forward. Inhale, rise to stand, come up. Same thing, tiny back bend. Hands to heart center. One more time, chair pose. Reach up. Take the curve out of your lower back by tilting your pelvis. So a lot of times our pelvis is kind of here and we have that curve. We want to lengthen the tailbone, creating that flatness and lengthening the tailbone. From here, lift all 10 toes like we did before. Good, lower the heels, lower the toes, lift the heels. See if you can balance on the balls of your feet. Those of you who do bar with me, that should be pretty easy. Lower the heels, sit a little deeper. With your inhale, rise up. Bend the elbows, lift the heart to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, press into the shins or the thighs, flat back. Fold back down. One more time, rise up. Reach back. Hands to heart. Let's do our chair pose sequence one more time. Chair pose. Take the curve out of your lower back. Lift all 10 toes. Lower the toes, lift the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, lower just a little bit more in your chair. Inhale, lift up, bend the elbows, lift the heart to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Nice job. Halfway lift, flat back. Good, this time walk it all the way out to downward dog. Pausing your down dog for a second. And then come forward to plank. So if you want to do full plank to chaturanga, go for it. Otherwise, drop to the knees and modify like me. Lowering down slowly. Coming to a back bend. Low cobra or high cobra. And back to downward dog. Let's lift the right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Slowly bring the knee in toward your chest like you're in plank. Hold the knee to your chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the foot through. Help it if you need to. So you have choices here. You can stay up high in your high runner's lunge and then reach up, or you can modify, come to the knee and then reach up. So this is your modification. This is your full extension. All right, so you're welcome to do whichever one. However, our next step is adding a twist. A lot of times with the twist, it's nice to be low to the ground so you can focus on the twist. Either hook your elbow or open the wings, the arms to fly like wings. Good. Release your twist. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Twist to the other side. So it's not really a twist, it's more of an opener. A block here is really useful. So if you're just like struggling a little bit, bringing the hand to the floor, utilize that block on the inside of your right foot. Pressing that left shoulder away from you, lifting your left part of your rib cage and chest up toward the sky. Good. Bring the hands down to the floor. Come into your runner's lunge and then step your right foot back. Come to plank. Modify as needed. lower down. Baby cobra or full up dog, back to downward dog. Take your left leg high, bend the knee. Bring your knee in toward your chest like you're in plank. Shoulders above the wrists for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it through. Low lunge or high lunge, your choice. Reach the hands overhead. Taking a twist here, either prayer hands with the elbow on the outside or open up to fly. Release and turn to the opposite side. Left hand to the inside of the left foot. Ground your back heel. Open your chest. Energy through the right fingertips as you reach straight up. And press your left tricep into the inside of the left leg. So make a connection there if you can. Bring that hand down, coming to your runner's lunge, and step back to plank. Flow through your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin if you want to modify. And back to downward dog. Let's take 2 or 3 breaths here. In through the nose. And as you exhale, open the mouth, release. Don't be afraid to create a sigh. Go on 2 more breaths just like that. All right, looking forward, bend the knees, hop or walk yourself to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen, tuck the chin, look down. Fold back down. With your inhale, sweep the arms overhead, rise up, reach back, and hands to heart center. All right, so from here, coming into like a little bit of a balance pose, reach up, bring your right knee with you. Flex the toes. And let's work on transitioning from one pose to another. Bring the hands closer to your heart, transition back into warrior 3. So the leg can come high, or if you want a little more balance, bring the leg lower, touch the toe down. It's okay. The hands to your heart is really gonna help balance. You're connecting the left and right hemisphere. Again, reach up, crane pose. Again, warrior 3, float the leg back. Become weightless. Let that leg be strong, but also weightless. Step that right foot as far back as you can reach into warrior 1, then reach up. Warrior 2, left fingertips forward. Straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. Bend into that front knee, side angle, forearm to thigh. 3 breaths. We do that same sequence but faster. 1 breath. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, reverse triangle back, and side angle forward. Again, warrior 1. Sweep both hands forward. Exhale, warrior 2. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Exhale, side angle. Last time, both arms forward. Warrior one. Warrior two. Use your breath, back. Exhale, forward. And pause here a little bit longer. If you want to use a block, bring your hand to the block or to the floor, you can. Bring both hands to the inside of your left foot, coming into lizard pose. So either stay up high with your back leg extended or modify. Touch the toe, touch the knee down. Okay, so we're opening the hip here. Make sure your front foot is making full connection with the floor. Your knee and your ankle are in a straight line. Pause here for one more second. Step back straight into plank. From plank, roll to side plank on the right. Either extend both legs or bring that bottom knee down for support. Hold your side plank. Good, back to downward dog. Full breath in. Exhale out. Bend the knees, look forward. Hop or walk yourself to the front. Halfway lift, press into the shins, lengthen. Fold. Rise all the way up to stand. Reach a tiny bit back into a back bend. And hands to heart. Take a deep breath here, cleansing breath. Exhale. Crane pose, left knee up. Hands come to prayer. Slowly float the left leg back, warrior three. Find something to focus your eyes. So if your balance is challenging you today, turn your eyes to some corner of your mat or something around you that you can focus on. Again, bring it up. Warrior three, float back. Step that foot as far back as you can reach. Warrior one, reach up. Hold this for 3 breaths. Come to warrior two. Straighten the leg. Deep inhale, reach back, reverse triangle. Bend into the front leg, side angle. Forearm to thigh, reach the fingertips on the left hand forward. All right, a little faster. Warrior one, sweep it forward, inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, side angle. And again, up, open, lean back, lean forward. Last time, forward, warrior two, reverse, and side angle. Taking it a little deeper here if you want to take that block or the hand to the floor, and pause. pause into your side angle. Good. Bring both hands on the inside of your right foot. So maybe that right foot steps out a little bit. Your choice to keep the back leg extended or find comfort in touching your knee to the floor. Focus on opening your hip. And then step that leg back, coming to plank. And from plank, roll to the left side into side plank. Again, you can modify, touch your knee. If the knee is touching, bring it right below your hip for support. Come back to plank and cycle through your Vinyasa. Pausing in downward dog for a few breaths. Come to the knees. Let's do modified side plank with a bind. So rolling onto the right side. Some of you already just did that. But we're gonna lift that left leg, float it up, reach behind you, grab a hold of your ankle or foot. Good, release, extend, flip onto the other side. Back to hands and knees, downward dog, and walk the feet forward, coming to a forward fold. Grab a hold of your elbows, bend the knees slightly, and sway into your fold. Let your head be heavy. Slowly roll all the way up to stand, sweeping the arms overhead. Bend the elbows, squeeze your heart forward and lift it up. And back to heart center. Good. All right, so stepping the left foot back, let's take a wide step back. We did a reverse triangle. Now we're just gonna do triangle pose. So right foot forward, left foot back. Hinge the left hips back, reach the right fingertips forward, and then drop it down either to the shin or use your block or the floor to place your right hand. Arms like a strong T as you reach through the left fingertips. All right, take that left hand to your hip. We're gonna take it into half moon. Look down at the floor. Take your block with you. I suggest you use a block for this one. And as you kind of float the back leg off the floor, balance into half moon. Your modification is to keep both hands on the block if this is not feasible. Bring energy to your left leg, including the toes on your foot. We're gonna land, so reach that foot all the way back, kind of where you came from. And as you come up, you should be in a wide-legged stance. So we're all facing the window, All right, toes in, heels out. Hands can be on the hips, or if you want to add a little more bind, interlace them behind you. So take a deep breath, lift your chest high, and slowly with your exhale, hinge forward into your fold. Now at any point you can bring the hands to the block or to the floor and fold a little deeper. Slowly bend into both knees, so bend a lot into the knees, kind of rock from side to side. Bring the hands up to your hips and pull yourself back up. Come into a squat real quick. Hands at the heart, turn the toes out, or bring the hands to goddess pose, like goalposts, and sink. Reach up to the sky, open your chest, interlace the hands as you press slightly back into a back bend. And then take your right wrist, reach the right hand over to the left. And do the opposite, grab a hold of your left wrist, reach it over to the front of the room. Good. Bring it back to your triangle prep, arms like a T. Turn your left toes. We're already set up for triangle. Tip the hips back and drop the hand to the block, shin or floor. Trikonasana. Focusing on rotating the right shoulder and the right part of your chest and rib cage upwards, not closing down toward the floor, but rotating up. Take your free hand, place it on your hip. As we set up for half moon, float the back leg, use your block. I really encourage that, it's super helpful. And open the hip, even use that right hand on your hip to bring awareness to what your hip is doing. We take a giant step back with that leg, coming right up into our wide-legged stance once again. Take one more fold, lift the heart, and with your exhale, fold forward. Grabbing a hold of your ankles, press the head slightly toward the floor. Again, hands to the hips, bend the knees, and bring yourself back up. Finish with a quick squat, hands to the heart, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up, and then look to the front of your mat. Step the feet together. Good, reach up, fold forward, halfway lift. Step back to plank. This is your last vinyasa, so enjoy that. Good, from here coming to a comfortable seat on the mat. And finding butterfly pose, connecting the soles of the feet together, and fold to whatever capacity is comfortable to you, or maybe just stay upright, whatever is nice and comfortable for you. bring it back up, help the knees together, and we're gonna roll all the way up to our backs. Grab your block if you have it with you. If you wanna use it for supported bridge, come all the way down, feet on the mat, and your choice, either active bridge, so either press into both feet and lift the pelvis and hold it there actively, or if you wanna be more passive with a supported option, take your block, place it underneath your hips, and take a few breaths here in a restorative pose. Especially if you're in a restorative pose, I encourage you to close your eyes here. Start to slow the breath. One more breath wherever you are. Inhale. With your exhale, remove the block if you had one and slowly start to lower the hips back down. Windshield wiper the knees side to side, creating a little massage feeling in your lower back. And then from here, taking the next couple minutes in Shavasana, full silence and relaxation. Either keep the knees bent or you can extend them. Relax the face. Relax the breath. Relax your mind. Deep breaths here as we come back to our bodies, back to this present moment, in through the nose, open the mouth, a couple more. Roll to the left side in the field position, pausing there for just a quick moment. And then slowly press up, coming into an easy cross-legged pose. Keeping the eyes still closed, sitting up tall. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale. Being grateful for this practice, being grateful for our bodies in this beautiful day.